Mic check, mic check. All right, what's going on, guys? I'm excited to get back into some flight sim. It's been a while since I've really played it. So I've already got my flight plan set up for where we're going. We're going from JZI, which is Johns Island, South Carolina, to OGB Airport, which is Orangeburg Municipal. This is the route that I took the other day. I won't be using any air traffic control because I don't have the program for that. The program that I like to use is like $18 a month, and I just don't have it set up right now. I kind of gotta. I'm probably really rusty on my ATC lingo, so I need to work on that again. But yeah. That's my flight plan. We're doing VFR, visual flight rules. Am I doing live weather? Let me make sure I'm doing live weather. Yo, what's up, Olympian? What's going on? Thanks for lurking, bro. So, custom. Yeah, we have live weather turned on. Okay, all right. So that's what it looks like with live weather turned on. Okay. Oh my God. So, well, I think the clouds are high enough because we're doing visual flight rules, so we can't go through clouds. All right, so now I just have to do, my pre-flight check, which, really I just got to take the chocks off. I'm going to try to be realistic, okay? I'm going to try to do like real world procedures. So take the chocks off, take out the engine choke or whatever it's called. Do my walk around, make sure everything looks good, the flaps are good, wheels are good. Thunderbolton, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Landing gear looks good. Yeah, I love flaps, bro. I love flaps. All right, I'm just doing my pre-flight check right now because I'm trying to do real world procedures, just for the sake of realism. Even though I know I'm not actually gonna fucking, lose a wing or something. I've seen the real thing. What is this? Yeah, brother. Yeah, I've seen the real thing too, many times. Oh, a few times. Yo, what's going on, Patrick? Man, everyone's coming in. All right, these flaps are good. All right, I think we're ready to get in the plane. Going to Orangeburg, South Carolina tonight. This is the route that I took the other day. All right. So let's get her started up. Go ahead and turn on the alternators and the battery. We're going to prime the engine. Set mixture to rich. Throttle's about 20%. Pitot heat, which it's kind of cold outside, so definitely need pitot heat. Most likely navigation lights, strobe lights, beacon lights, taxi lights on. Landing lights, we don't need those yet. Let's see. Fuel valve is open, so I don't have to touch that. I think that's literally all I have to do. So now I can just turn her on. I just turn her on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's pull that throttle back. Oh, and guys, don't tell the FAA, but I am flying under the influence tonight. Just a little bit. And again, I'm not using any air traffic control software because the one I like to use is like $18 a month, and I'm not paying for that right now. So no air traffic control. So I'm just gonna fly, like, whatever. If there's traffic, there's traffic. You're an influential pilot, yeah, brother. Yeah, cheers to that. All right, I think we could just go ahead and let's see. What runway does it want me to take off from? I think it wants me to take off from runway 9er. Yeah, runway 9er. And then at the airport is it Oscar Golf Bravo? Yeah, that's the airport. Oscar Golf Bravo. Fuck! This fucking map, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be landing at runway 23. Alright. So I think we can get going. We're gonna release the parking brake. We're gonna throttle up to about 1,000 RPMs. This is my RPMs right here. All right, so we're going a little over 1,000. Gotta go a little bit over 1,000 to, you know, pick up some speed, get the thing going. We're flying a little Cessna 152 tonight because that's the plane that I know how to fly the best. Alright, we knock it down to about 900 RPMs. Oh yeah, and I'm using my rudder pedals tonight, like my physical rudder pedals, which makes it so much easier to steer on the ground rather than just like trying to use my controller. Makes it feel more realistic too, for sure. Yeah, I haven't really done much flying in the sim lately, so you know, maybe I might be a little rusty. But I was practicing my landings last night, and you know, I was doing pretty good. Did a couple really good landings. So the plan is we're gonna land at Orangeburg, and then I'm gonna take back off, come back around, work that rudder. Yes, yes. You're not streaming tonight, Thunder? Or I think I saw you say something earlier in your Discord. You're starting late. Bit of work in the way. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're gonna turn on to, this is taxiway Alpha, I believe. Is that what that says? No, it's Bravo. That's Bravo. Yeah, that's why I can't actually be a pilot in real life. I can't see that shit, which is unfortunate. That's literally the only thing that's stopping me. Well, that and money. It is very expensive. Rentals for a plane, it's like $200 an hour, roughly. And then, you know, the lessons to get your private pilot's license, it's you know, costs about 10 grand. Shit's expensive. Thunder, what do you do for work? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer me. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Or be vague. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it seems like you told me that one time. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's actually, I think I've heard that's like a good way to get in Japan or like other countries. Like go there, be an English teacher. Do you have to have any sort of like college credentials? Do you have to have a diploma or anything to do that? Or can you just be like, yeah, I know English. I can teach English. Maybe that's an outlet I'll use. So I can move out of the U.S. Easiest way to get in is, but you have to have a degree and a pulse. Well, bro, I almost didn't have a pulse this morning. I'll tell you that. I woke up this morning. I had like a bunch of heart palpitations. Like I could feel them in my chest. And so I did the EKG on my watch, and it picked up like 5 skip beats back to back, and it was like a long pause for about 2 seconds, and it was like beep, beep, back to normal. All right, do I have live traffic turned on? I don't know. Traffic of the past 24 hours. Of the past. A little warm in here, honestly, so I might open my window. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Turn my fan on me. It's the middle of January and I'm hot. How about it? All right, so this is runway 9er. We're gonna go ahead and take off. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my parking brake, and we're gonna do something called a run up. This is a real world procedure. I'm just doing it for the sake of realism. We're gonna run our engine all the way up, max RPM. Check the oil temp, oil pressure, looks good. Maybe I should put a little more fuel in my plane. Guys, I think I'm gonna run out of fuel. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. I didn't check to see how much fuel I needed. That might have been a mistake. RPMs are good. Pull the engine to idle. Make sure the engine doesn't cut off, because that can happen. And if it cuts off, then you don't wanna fly. All right, turn the parking brake off, and we're just gonna go ahead and take off. And actually, let me go ahead and set the plane's trim to about 1.2 degrees. You know, set our takeoff trim. You know, I'd say this is probably about 90 to 95% realistic. The biggest thing is, though, you just can't feel the plane. Like, you can't feel the movement. So that, and let me tell you, you know, when it's windy, it gets bumpy. I don't actually even know what the weather is, because I have live weather turned on, so I don't know how windy it is. All right, more right rudder. More right rudder. All right, we're looking for an airspeed of about 55 knots. All right, airspeed's alive. Probably need to trim the plane up a little more. Do like 1.5. I'm gonna try to aim for about a 500 foot per minute vertical speed. We're at 1,000 right now. I need to take a look at my map. Oh my god, I hate this thing. It's so laggy. Alright, so we're coming up on a turn. Here in just a second. So we'll turn here. I'm thinking we're probably going to get up to about 3,500 feet because that's about how high we were the other day in the plane. Yeah, 3,500 feet sounds good. Right now we are at, it looks like about 700 feet. About 900 feet almost. Look at that. Look at that beautiful scenery. Dude, this game looks so good. This simulator looks great. Probably gonna pull that throttle back a little bit because my vertical speed is a little bit higher than I'd like it to be. So yeah, the way you can tell like how high I mean, of course the altitude's right here too, but like on the dial, it kind of works like an analog clock. The little hand is the thousands of feet, the big hand's hundreds of feet. So right now we are at 1,450 feet roughly. I prefer to actually like look at this stuff rather than the heads-up display, but I do also reference the heads-up display if I need to, like if I can't see for whatever reason. All right, so we got a pretty steady vertical speed now. We're sticking at about 500 feet per minute, which is this little dial right here. Shows how high you're going per minute, how fast you're ascending. Right now it looks like we're going at about 75 knots. I don't know what my ground speed is though, that's the thing. I wonder if I could tune the weather real quick and see. Jacksonville Center, no I can't. Jacksonville Center, request Class C airspace. Oh, am I entering Class C airspace? Oh, that's not good. Oops. It doesn't matter, but because you know I'm not actually flying, but whatever. So this should probably be about an hour, probably about a 45-minute flight to get to Orangeburg. About 45 minutes to get back. So, you know, we just gonna chill. You know, I kind of want to put on some music. So, yeah, I should put on some music, shouldn't I? I should put on some music. I don't care if it's copyright or whatever. You know, I'm probably not gonna save the VOD. I want to like do some lo-fi or something. How's that sound, guys? Let's see. Rainy bedroom lo-fi. Lo-fi? Something. You know, if we're gonna be flying for about 45 minutes, you know, I should have something. Lo-fi hip-hop radio? Yeah. Let's just do that. Yeah. turn down the game a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of vibey. We're up in the sky. Nice, beautiful view. Got some lo-fi going. You're playing... Oh, yeah, you're playing EVE Online. I saw you playing EVE earlier. I'd love to fly. Yeah, I actually kind of thought about playing EVE again. Alright, let's make sure we're sticking on course here. Alright, we're at about 2,500 feet now, so once we get to about, those clouds look kind of low right there. I don't know, maybe I'll just cut it off at 3,000. Also, guys, is my mic too loud? Because I changed the gain and stuff. Yeah, we're coming up on 3,000 in just a second. It'd be nice if I could actually... Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. It's not that windy, though, apparently. I'm not getting bumped around or anything like that. Alright, so we're going to pull the engine RPMs down to about 2,000 or so. Because we're coming up on 3,000 feet. This would actually be a little more fun if I did have air traffic control. But yeah, I think my air traffic control lingo is kind of rusty, so whatever. What was that? I didn't get to see what that was. What was that? It's not popping up in my my feed either. Oh, Alyssa! Thank you for the gifts. Let me see what that was. Like the live, just gifted #1 viewer badge. Sent You're Amazing. Oh, thank you for the You're Amazings, Alyssa. I appreciate you. Alyssa, the other day, one of my friends took me up flying, and it's been my dream to be a pilot for a long time, so I'm just recreating the flight that we took. Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate you. This is so cool. Yeah, I love flying. Anytime that I get the chance to do it IRL, I take it. Don't crash into my house, bro. I don't even know. Oh, thank you for the 100 likes, Alyssa. Appreciate you. Okay, now my vertical speed's too low. Fuck. It's kind of hard to keep the vertical speed steady sometimes. Denara, what's going on, Denara? How you doing? Thank you for the 100 likes, Alyssa. That's what she said. Wait, what did she say? I don't remember what I said. Guys, I'm flying under the influence. My memory's not that good. I'm a little off course too, but that's okay. What was I getting ready to look up? It's good to hear, Dinar. Gonna go live. Just want to stop by and show some love. All right, appreciate you, Alyssa, for stopping by, and have a good live stream. You gonna do Fallout 3, I'm assuming? I was about to look something up and I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Where would your house be? Your house would be like... I'm about to dox you on fucking... I'm about to dox you on here. Somewhere... I don't know. I do know, but I'm not going to dox you. Have a rough idea. I don't like how I'm only going about 75 miles. Yeah, not a good idea to come to come through my door uninvited. Oh yeah, bro exercises his Second Amendment right, I'm sure. All right. So how's everyone doing? Yeah, this is live weather right now. This is what it looks like outside in my area. Except it's almost 12 p.m., so I don't have live time turned on, of course, because I don't really like flying at night. Why do you sound like you're in the cockpit of an airplane? You know what? Well, I did turn my gain up, so maybe that's a good thing. Maybe, you know, it fits the stream. Does it fit the stream? Yeah, yep. I'm looking at my phone while I'm flying. Don't judge me. I'm not the only pilot that does that. I am going a little off course, so I'm going to try to correct that. It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm still following the line, basically. Where am I heading? I am headed to Orangeburg, South Carolina. My buddy from work, he's a licensed pilot, so he took me up the other day, and this is the route that we took. We went from Johns Island, South Carolina to Orangeburg. We landed at Orangeburg, took back off, came back to Johns Island. Great, I just doxed myself. I am kind of doxing myself by doing this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna show you where my house is. So yeah, this is where we're headed right here. This little airport, this little municipal airport. Gonna be landing on runway 23. Hopefully. Now we're going a little off course again, but that's okay. I'm trying to hold a steady vertical speed. I want to stay level. But as long as I stay within the 3,000 to 3,500 feet range, you know, I'm good. It's good enough for me. Now I'm just kind of chilling. What's that? Oh, that was my cursor. If y'all have any like other music recommendations, I don't know, I could probably play songs if I wanted to. But I am streaming to YouTube as well, and I know how they are about that shit. I just went to save my VOD on Twitch. Don't think I have to make any turns here anytime soon. Right? No, that's a straight line, bro. It's a fucking straight line. For a while. All right. Okay. Ascending a little bit. Don't want to do that. Oh, I'm hitting a little pocket of turbulence right there. Dude, when I went up the other day, it was so windy. Bro, like we were getting bumped around like crazy. But it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. Okay, now what the fuck is happening right now? It's so hard to keep a constant vertical speed in the sim. Here, what I probably need to do is increase my RPMs, lower my trim back down to 1 degree. Okay. So lowering my trim to 1 degree. Fuck. Dude, if this was a check ride, I probably would not pass. They'd be like, your vertical speed's all over the place. What is wrong with you? Yeah, I mean, we're at 3,600 feet now because I just can't hold a constant vertical speed. So yeah, we're actually gonna lower our vertical speed so I can get back down to about 3,000. Bro, I hope I have a good landing too. When I land in Orangeburg, I hope it's going to be a good landing. I mean, I was practicing yesterday. My landings were pretty good. I think landing is like the hardest part of flying. Taking off is easy. Getting up to cruise is easy. Actually flying the plane itself is fairly easy, but the landing, that's the hard part. Hey, you know what's crazy? I think I can fly a plane better than I can fly drive a car. You know, I had kind of a long day today, so this is kind of peaceful. It's chill. Doesn't require an intense amount of attention. It does require some attention, of course. Oh, we're passing over an airport right now. Can I see it? Oh, it's behind us. Or no, it's off to the right. Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's right there. Small little airport, too. Alright, so now we're hitting about 84 knots. So we're going a little bit faster. That's probably because we're descending a tiny bit. Aerodynamics, brother. I'm gonna open the door. It's a little warm in this cabin. Cannot exit aircraft. Oh, okay. It won't let me actually open the door? Or will it? Won't let me open the window either? I know some of these planes you can open the door or open the window. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we're sitting at about 2,400 RPMs now. So has anyone watched the last two Fallout episodes? Were they any good? Because I actually haven't watched last week's episode, and I haven't watched the new episode either. Which I need to. I'm off the next 2 days though, so maybe I'll get around to it at some point. Guys, I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick and I'll be right back. I should probably turn the music off. Yeah. Because then it's gonna overlap with the be right back menu. There. All right, I've returned. Just give me 1 second. I'll turn the screen back on. All right. Wait, let me turn the music back on. Oh, I don't think I can do it from there. Yeah, I can't use my keyboard controls to turn it back on. I can use it to pause it, but I can't unpause it for some reason. There we go. So, Nara, have you got Cyberpunk yet? I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to stream Cyberpunk. It's been at least a week, I think, since I have. I've been working so much. And technically, like, I have time to stream outside of work. It's just like the days that I work, like when I get home, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. Like I worked today, and you know I mustered up the courage to stream. Sir Poop Butt the Third, what's going on, brother? You're playing Fallout 4? Hell yeah, brother! I love Fallout 4. Who doesn't love Fallout 4? Got off drawing? Hell yeah! What were you drawing? Okay, we're sticking around 3,000 feet. Okay, that's what I like to see. 41 mins? Hell yeah. Must have done a pretty good piece. And when I used to paint, yeah, it used to take me a good hour to finish at least. Finger drawing? Hell yeah. Yeah, you gotta post it in the Discord, in the Old Man Falls Discord, or you can post it in my Discord, either way. If you want to join my Discord, there's if you go into the About Me section on my Twitch, there's a button for it. It's still fairly empty. I think I only have maybe like 5 or 6 people in there. I'm trying to build it up a little bit. Oh shit, we're hitting some turbulence, guys. We're hitting some turbulence. I'm not gonna lie though, I actually love turbulence. Like it feels kind of uneasy, but it's kind of fun at the same time. And yeah, let me tell you, man, we were feeling some turbulence the other day on that flight. A melee run? Oh yeah, that sounds fun. I haven't done a melee run yet. I probably should. Oh, I bet, bro. Oh my god, I'm hitting a really rough pocket of air. It just threw me up like 200 feet. Bro, that fucking turbulence just threw me up. You know what? I don't like how this looks. I want to move that over. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Make it a little smaller. Okay. I even saw a mod that randomizes loot. See if I make a new save with that mod. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fun. Alright, now my vertical speed is a little higher than I'd like it to be. Old Man just went live. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, I wonder when the Old Man Fallout's gonna go live again. Well, I'll probably have to hop in there. This flight is probably gonna take another. So I'm about halfway there. So it's probably getting there is gonna probably take another 20 minutes or so. How about we rate them? Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, I might rate them. So yeah, it looks like we're about halfway there. So it's probably gonna take another 20 minutes or so to get there. We're gonna land. We're gonna turn back around. We're gonna come back. So that'll probably take about 40 minutes or so. So you know what? Yeah, he'll still be streaming, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll still be streaming. Your settlements are happy right now since you installed a mod for carry weight. Yeah, like you can carry a lot more stuff. What I did was I installed a mod that for backpacks, and there's like all these different backpacks around the Commonwealth, and like different backpacks had different perks, and a lot of them added extra carry weight. So like I think I found one that added like plus 50 pounds or something like that. Just pop down turrets and plant nut fruit. Oh yeah, it does give 1 food compared to 0.5. Man, I gotta get back on Fallout. I've been playing Cyberpunk a lot on here. I kind of like steered away from Fallout, and I haven't even watched the last 2 episodes of the show. I gotta get on that. I've just been so busy. Some weird chaos mod. Yeah, well, like I was doing the crowd control that one day. I don't think you were there for that, but I was doing like a crowd control charity stream, and that was pretty crazy. Old Man Fallout got us to. I was doing a charity stream with it, where all the money went to the No Kids Hungry Foundation, and Old Man Fallout was in there, and he gave us enough money for about 100 meals, so it was great. But you decide what spot. Well, yeah, that's basically what I was doing. Like you could pick anything. Yeah, like absolutely. Next time I have a crowd control stream, for sure. I kind of want to do one again soon, a charity stream. I'd probably do the No Kids Hungry Foundation again as well. God damn, we're hitting some turbulence, bro. I cannot keep a steady vertical speed. Yeah, I think it's called Stream Together on Twitch. And yeah, like co-stream. Yeah, like you can do that. So I guess we could both like do a crowd control thing or something. Oh, you're on PlayStation? Yeah, I don't know then. It might not be possible. Yeah, randomized loot, like you kill a raider and they got like, I don't know, 20 mini nukes on them. I don't know, that's the craziest thing I could think of. Okay, now we're down to 2,800 feet. I gotta get back up to 3,000. Bro, if I had air traffic control right now, they'd be eating my ass. Wait, let me rephrase that. They would be up my ass. Now, why are you at 2,800 feet? I'm sorry. My Discord link is invalid? Fuck. Here, hold on. I thought it was just indefinite because I have it set up as a community server. Invite the server. I'll just copy the link and I'll put it in the chat. Tell me if that works. You have Discord too? Well, I'll join it. But I'm also trying not to like join too many Discords because now, like, since I started streaming, I've joined probably like 4 or 5 new Discords. Jesus. Goddamn turbulence. Oh my god, we're at 3,800 feet right now? Is that what that says? 30? Jesus. Right now it's just me, but I'll link it in my YouTube and here in Twitch. Okay, yeah. All right, come on. Let's get back down to about 3,000 feet. Come on. I don't know. What I might do is once I land at Orangeburg, I might just raid Old Man Fallout because we're almost there. Look, probably another 10 minutes or so, we'll be there. We're probably a good 30-40 miles out. I don't know, something like that. Do I got PlayStation? No, I just got PC, bro. I have a PS4, but I never use it. I haven't used it in probably 2 years at least. It's just sitting up in my closet. Yeah. The only reason I actually ever bought a PlayStation 4 was so that I could play The Last of Us. That was literally the only game that I got it for. Because when I was younger, 2013, I didn't have a PlayStation. I didn't have a PS3. And I watched somebody play. It was the Rad Brad. I don't know if you know who the Rad Brad is, but he was playing The Last of Us. And I was like, man, I want to play that game so bad. And then a few years later, I bought a PS4 so I could play it. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and I played that on it. But that's about it. What games you got that may be cross-play? Fortnite? You should mod that thing. Oh, the PS4? Mod the PS4? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it's a bit windy for sure. I don't want this to be so big. Can I like shrink this down, please? There's gotta be a way to shrink this down. Display size. Oh. No. No. I used to play Warzone a whole lot. Yeah, I never got into Warzone that much. I played it some. And I think like a few months ago I played it a little bit. I was actually not too bad at it. I was just playing Fortnite the other night. Yeah, I got really hardcore at Fortnite last year because I had a bunch of eye surgeries and I was out of work for like 3 or 4 months, and I had a friend that played Fortnite a lot, and so I was just playing it with her, and that's what we played almost every day was Fortnite. We played a lot of Festival and a lot of duos. I got really hardcore at it. Yeah, I mean, surgery, it's not so bad. I mean, depending on the surgery, like surgeries that I had, the first week or two of recovery, it was very annoying. And one of the surgeries that I had, yeah, I had 5 surgeries last year. One of the surgeries that I had, I think it was the second to last surgery. They were eye surgeries, and my eye hurt so bad that they had to put me on oxycodone. And I really didn't want to take it. I don't really like taking that stuff, but like my eye hurt so bad I had to take it. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't careful. Really had nothing to do with it for me. You know, I was born with the eye condition. It's kind of a long story, but my dream is to be a pilot, and that's why I put so many hours in the flight simulator. But I can't actually be a pilot because my eyesight does not meet the requirements. And even since I had my surgeries, that jet is cow. Is jet cow shit? I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. Bro, I was on my way to work this morning, and a bird shit right on my window next to me, and it scared the shit out of me. And then, like, you know, as the car's going down the road, you know, the wind kind of shaped it, and it made it look like a rocket ship, which was kind of funny. You're basically sniffing crap. Well, isn't that, I'm trying to think, what is it? Oh, is it, don't they have like elephant shit coffee or something? And it's supposed to be like really high quality, very expensive. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Alright, so we're at about 2,000 feet now, so we're gonna try to hold it at 2,000 feet because we are almost at the airport. Well, technically it wants me to like go to this little waypoint here and then turn back around, and I ain't gonna do all that. I'm just gonna go like this way and onto the runway. Who fucking cares? My dream car will always be a Mustang Shelby GT500 or the Valkyrie. I'd have to look at a pic of what that looks like. But Mustangs, you know, in general, Mustangs are pretty cool, so. Can we hold it at 2,000 feet, please? Yeah, it's pretty windy. I should have checked the METAR before I took off, so I knew what the wind was like. Yeah, I don't like trucks either, dude. I think I mean, trucks are good for practical use. You know, if you have to, you load a lot of stuff, you have to move a lot of stuff, or you own a business, you know, they're practical. But I would never own a truck as like a personal vehicle, because I mean, you know, that's just small dick energy, bro. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, I don't know. Trucks just don't appeal to me. And don't even get me started on the fucking Cybertruck. Oh my god. SUV or a coupe? USG coupe, hatchback, sedan, you know, I like a good sedan or hatchback. Yeah, I used to own a sedan. I had it was a 2003 Buick LeSabre. I ended up selling it, but it was a good little car. It wasn't bad. It had a few things wrong with it. It was given to me a few years ago. A few things wrong with it, but you know, for the most part, it's pretty solid. It had that oh fuck, what was that engine called? It is a V6, but I forgot what the name of it was. But it's supposedly one of the most reliable engines ever. Okay, you know what? That's gonna bother me. I need to look it up. No reason for the Corolla to be reliable as fuck too. Yeah. Let me look up what the engine was called. 2003 Buick LeSabre engine. Ah, yes, it was the 3.8 liter, 231 cubic inch, Series 2 V6. Yeah, known for its durability and decent gas mileage, offering a smooth, powerful ride with good acceleration. Yeah. Supposedly a very solid engine. Even though my car had some problems, it ran very smooth. It drove very smooth. Yeah, Buicks are nice. Since my eye surgeries last year, I now am going to try to learn to drive again, because I couldn't drive before, and I tried learning to drive, but I just couldn't see well enough, and that's why I ended up getting rid of that car. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another Buick. I really want to get a Prius just because of the gas mileage. Like I can get like 60 miles to the gallon. Buick looks solid as fuck. Yeah, you looking at the 2003 Buick LeSabre? Yeah, bro, they're pretty nice. All right, we are coming up on the airport here pretty soon. I don't want to descend too much. To be honest, a daily ride for me would have to be the Ford Focus. Yeah, I think the Ford Focus is, like, if I had a Ford Focus, I think I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't complain. Guys, I'm flying under the influence and I can't keep my vertical speed straight. God damn. Don't tell the FAA, please. Don't tell the FAA that I'm flying under the influence. A Supra? Yeah, bro. Okay. So here's the runway marker right here. So I just need to... The rear wing in that thing looks sick. Yeah, it's like one of those ones that's kind of pointed up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know that much about cars. And like, you know, if you tell me a car brand, 9 times out of 10 I'm not gonna know exactly what it is. But yeah, I know the Ford Focus, the Supra, you know, I'm like vaguely familiar with. My dream car, like if I, you know, ever could buy whatever car I wanted, no matter what, you know, money wasn't an option. I'd probably get like a... Just for like everyday use, I'd probably get like a Mercedes EQS, because I think those are kind of cool. They're about $120,000. It's an electric vehicle. I think it's got self-driving. The interior looks sick as fuck. It looks like a fucking spaceship. I mean, they're super cool. And then just like a show-off car, like, oh yeah, like I have this car, you know, it's cool. I drive this around the track or whatever. I don't know. Probably like a... What's it called? I'm actually like blank on the name right now. It's not a Maserati. It's a McClellan? Is that what it's called? McClellan? I'd probably get some form of a Camaro for a daily, for show. Aguero, 100%. I had a friend a while back that had he had a Camaro, and he took me for a ride, and that thing was fast. I was like, bro, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down, bro. Like, I don't feel like dying today. We're on a busy highway, man. Come on. All right, so I need to keep an eye out for the airport. That's the biggest thing, dude. Keeping an eye out for the airport. That's it right there. That's it right there. All right. That's it right there. So we gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and bump our RPMs down. Bump our RPMs down. We're gonna go ahead and start descending at a rate of about 500 feet per minute. The runway is right there, guys. The runway is right there. I probably don't even need this thing anymore. I need all the view I can get right now. Yeah, let's bump that down to probably about 1800 RPM. It's runway 23. Landing on runway 23 at Orangeburg. All right, actually, yeah, let's bump that down to like 1,000 feet per minute because I need to lose some altitude. I'm probably gonna like go this way and then like do a 180 kind of, or do like what if I do a power off 180? No, I'm too far off to do a power off 180, I think. All right, okay, so yeah, now we're almost down to about 1,000 feet. This is basically the same approach that we had. I you know, slightly different maybe. Because I think he came around, like, he actually took the, he flew around the airport and he came back around. You know, he was going into the traffic pattern. I'm not doing the traffic pattern because I don't feel like doing all that shit. All right, we're at 900 feet. We're going to go ahead and cut down a notch of flaps here. We're going to try to maintain a steady speed of about 65 knots. At 700 feet, probably a little high, to be honest, but we're still a little far out. I always loved auto gear, but I'm okay with manual. Yeah, bro, I'm an automatic. I don't know if I could drive. If I practiced enough, I definitely could probably do manual. All right, I gotta focus on my landing here. No distractions. Do another notch of flaps. Try to maintain about 65 knots here. It's a little windy, not too bad, not too bad. All-wheel drive, yeah, brother. Can't go wrong with that. All right, I think we're a little too high. All right, we're about 180 feet now. All right. We're going a little slow, too. I need to pick up a little more speed. All right, a little left rudder. Little left rudder. All right, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's windy, dude. All right, power off. Power to idle. Aim for the 1,000 foot markers. Eyes at the end of the runway. Stall horn, preferably. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Touchdown. All right, I didn't get the stall horn exactly, but that's okay. That wasn't a bad landing. That was decent. All right, well, I was gonna try to turn there at that turn off, but I couldn't slow down fast enough. Best wheel drive for me is all-wheel drive. Yeah, brother. Yeah. I wonder what happened to the Impala. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. Okay, now should I redo the flight? Because I originally was going to take back off. and then just, you know, go back. But, or should I just go ahead and raid Old Man Fallout? Because to be honest, I don't know if I feel like flying all the way back. What do you think? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Let me go ahead and park somewhere real quick, because I'm trying to do this for the sake of realism. So I want to park and then like get out. So, you know, I'm trying to be fairly realistic here. Yeah, he's probably playing Fallout 3, huh? And it's yeah, it's 12:30 for me, so I should probably, I got some work to do. I'm trying to create a story bible for a screenplay that I'm trying to write, TV series that I'm trying to write. Let's put the flaps back up. There we go. I feel like I'm going a little fast. Yeah, I need to work on that story bible. What's my job? Like, what do I do for a living? I work a warehouse job, or like a warehouse retail job. Nothing crazy. Oh, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. I overshot that turn a little bit. Yeah, it's like one of those, yeah, I mean, my job's pretty easy, to be honest. Though I complain about it still. Alright, we're gonna park next to this little red plane right here. It's like one of those, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but it's, you know, it's one of those like warehouse retail centers, like a wholesale, and you know they have like everything on the pallets, and you can, you know, like buy in bulk. All right, so we are going to go ahead and turn off the engine just for realism's sake. We're gonna shut off the fuel valve. Turn on our parking brake, and that's that. All right, so like Home Depot, yeah, I mean, kind of like that, I guess, but it's not a home improvement store. So 1 out of 10, how would you have rated my landing? I would say it was probably like a 9 out of 10, maybe 8.5 out of 10. Wasn't bad. 10 out of 10? Hell yeah, brother. It wasn't bad. They say any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. So I'm gonna take that. Alright. Hell yeah, that was a nice little flight. It was a very peaceful, nice little interruption to my busy day today. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this music. It's kind of loud. And now we're gonna raid Old Man Fallout. Let's see what Old Man Fallout's up to. Is he streaming? Oh yeah, he is. Creator dashboard. Stream manager. Raid channel. Following. Oh, all these people playing. There's Old Man Fallout. He's got 7 viewers right now. Gonna start there. Yeah, it looks like he's playing Fallout 3. Mothership Zeta. We got 2 viewers ready to raid in 3 seconds. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go say hi to Old Man Fallout.
But I have not played the pit on this live stream, so in fact it might even be the next DLC that we do. I'm not 100% sure. Pleberoni,
I just raided with 2 viewers.
all right. Cleveroni, thank you for the raid. Cleveroni, your name is in lights at the top of the screen there. Last played Microsoft Flight Simulator.